Hello Clash fans, Trample Damage bringing you some Warden Walk Yeti Bowler attacks from our Clan War League. I didn't find too many bases that I decided to try this attack against, but a couple of them I'll show you. We're going to go through 2 3-stars, and then also one of these attacks I had like a 89% 2-star also, I think. Alright, let me see here. We got, was in War 1 was the first one. War 1, base 4, that's it right there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to run through the general gist of the army composition that I use for these types of attacks, and then we will show you how they pan out. Before we do that though, of course, if you like the video, of course, hit the like button, subscribe. I don't have a content creator code, so I'm not going to tell you to type anything in there, just enjoy the video. So generally speaking, a Warden walk, what I'm going to wind up doing is dropping my Grand Warden. We'll go ahead and actually, 1, 2, 3, we'll let my Warden come down here. Archer on that builder hut. I wanted to make sure that when my king comes in, basically my Warden's going to sit over here and get some healers on him. My king is going to come running through here, and then I'm going to put a bunch of Yetis and bowlers in here after blowing open all of this stuff here with some quakes, and essentially give me access to all of these other buildings, because this stuff here, the bowlers and the archer queen, can obviously get to all that stuff. So I went ahead and put an archer down there just to make sure that the king would be more likely to head in toward the middle. So we go Grand Warden with a balloon. Now the reason why I use a Warden walk, or I guess the reason why anybody uses a Warden walk instead of a queen walk, is you have to funnel the queen in order to get her where you want her to go. The Grand Warden, he's just got this nice giant circle around him, and what he is telling you is, these are the buildings I'm going to get. Then he's going to move forward a little bit, and he's going to get more of them. So what he can do is essentially carve out a nice chunk of the base, and you don't have to worry about him maybe going the wrong direction or getting pulled by a skeleton and then chasing something else. The tricky thing is getting him to pair up with your other troops, which he ideally will wind up doing. He'll go get behind everybody else, and then once he's full, the healers will transfer to those other units. You get to hear my throat clearing sounds. So, busted open the walls there, gives me access to all these buildings in here. Here comes my Barbarian King, and I did bring 6 wall breakers, so the plan was, there's no splash damage over here that I need to worry about, right? There's no wizard towers or mortars that are going to get my wall breaker. So as soon as the king is engaged by at least this X-bow, I'd be able to send my wall breakers in, and even before they're engaged, because there are so many wall breakers, I could pop a hole in the base. So we're going to get the king heading in this direction. Now, watch the Warden. One Yeti comes down, 1, 2, 3. One Yeti comes down and the Warden didn't move. I went too fast. It's when the other Yetis got in range of his Eternal Tome aura area that he then followed those other units, and he essentially now starts to get in line behind them. So at this point, I see witches coming out of the clan castle, and I put my battle blimp. I use a battle blimp with a Warden walk because it's going to go quickly to the town hall. It's got 2 Yetis and 3 sneaky goblins in there. Under rage, they take down a town hall within like 1.5 seconds. The other nice thing is, bringing it in with the Warden's area, I can trigger the Eternal Tome to protect it from air bombs on its way in. So I can get a lot of value out of that Eternal Tome. I almost always use it on my way into the base. So I did send a couple of balloons in there behind just to try and help everybody. We'll go to regular speed here. So poison spell comes down, and there's my Eternal Tome. So you see we got the battle blimp covered by the Eternal Tome, and then I'm going to put a rage spell down here just to give everybody even more power under the Eternal Tome. Oh, where'd my rage spell go? I put the rage on the town hall. I thought I put a rage. Normally I put a rage right where everybody's coming in, but apparently I didn't need to do that this time. So you see how quickly the town hall went down, and I got a couple rages running there in the middle. So now at this point, the ostensible core of the base is essentially destroyed, but I've got Yetis that have access to some of these other units over here. I have an Archer Queen running on the outside. A lot of stuff happening in the middle here with the flying skeletons going after my healers. The Royal Champion picks those guys off, and At this point now, with so much cleared out and a full Royal Champion, the Yetis have taken down that Inferno Tower. I was hoping that my Royal Champion would come over here to take this out, but ultimately the Grand Warden says, hey, I'll take care of that Inferno Tower for you guys. So I got a healer over here on these Yetis. I got a Grand Archer, the Grand Archer Warden Queen. Too many heroes. The Royal Champion getting shot up in there. But she did take quite a few things down with her before she fell down. Then I got a healer over here on my bowler, and I've got some Yetis over here tanking for my Archer Queen. And I got a couple of other healers that are going to transfer over to that Yeti, who basically just pounds away for the rest of the war. But then nothing left that my Archer Queen can't reach, and nothing left that my bowlers can't reach. And we pick up a nice triple. It was a really nice way to start the clan war. We got pretty messed up in a lot of the wars after that. But the key things to keep in mind, when you put your Warden down, and we're going to go take a look at the same thing in another attack over here in War 6. I wrote this down so that I wasn't hunting for it. Base 6, War 6. I was using my other Town Hall 13. So the idea here was to use an earthquake in this area here to blow open these areas, which then basically gives me access to all of the base, except for these units over here, which would still be encased by their walls, but they're all units that can be shot on either side by an Archer Queen. So that's a good thing. So we'll go ahead and get started here. I decided I wanted to try to wall break, but this scatter shot made me nervous that he could take out my wall break. It's a boy scatter shot. He's a little boy scatter shot. So Warden Walk, starting up there, went ahead and quaked now, give myself access to all those areas in there, and I float a balloon in there just to try and salvage a healer. I went ahead and brought my king in on the bottom side here. They gave me a pretty easy path to have my king sort of walk around and take care of stuff. I didn't have to worry about him going the wrong direction. Now, this time I'm going to go a little slower. So here comes a Yeti. You see, with one Yeti, he was still shooting at the Dark Elixir Storage. Put a couple more Yetis, and he said, you know what? Never mind. I got to go support my friends here. I want to go hang out with my Yetis. Now, what happens is, once these other units, these Yetis, start getting shot, and the Grand Warden is full and nothing is targeting him, the Yetis are going to wind up getting the healers moved over to them. So I went ahead and brought my wall breakers in there. Rage spell. Here comes the Battle Blimp. The Royal Champion charging ahead there. Clan Castle triggers. I'm going to drop the poison spell there to take care of those troops. And then now, with almost my entire army covered by the Grand Warden's area, I activate the Eternal Tome, and I'm going to get 8 seconds of all of that stuff being invincible, which helps a little bit considering I got air sweepered with the Battle Blimp, and then the Ice Golem died and froze my Blimp in the air. Frozen Blimp. But because I had access to all this stuff, that core goes down, sneaky goblins, bam, town hall's down, healers are in there helping the Yetis out, and I've got, you look at the way that this is panning out. I got Archer Queen and Barbarian King over here, I've got some Yetis and bowlers on this side, and they can reach all these other units. So lots of damage being done in the core here. Ideally, I use these kinds of attacks on a base that has a nice approach and a nice entry for my Grand Warden. And ideally, I can use my king to help funnel on the other side. You see, I brought these balloons here on the back end to help take care of that Archer Tower, which the Royal Champion took care of. So everybody's just kind of destroying everything without the need of my heroes. Now, my king did die over here to the scatter shot, but then my Archer Queen took that out, pounded through the wall, and then headed in toward the cannon, and then she finishes off the other cannon and gets the Inferno Tower, and the Royal Champion is just wrecking stuff, and bam, bam, bam. So the reason I like to use this, it's almost kind of a ring-ish base, where I'm not having to fight through so many individual compartments. This one gave me a nice area up here for the Warden to start carving out. King creates a nice funnel, and my Yetis can just pile in with some bowlers into the middle of the base and really cause a lot of damage. Give this attack a shot. Just reminder, Grand Warden, give him time to work, get the King coming in on the other side of the base to funnel. Earthquakes, I also sometimes use jump spells. I like the extra damage the earthquakes deal to the other buildings. Get into that core, make sure that the Grand Warden covers your Battle Blimp, and you can be on your way to a 3-star. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like it, drop a comment down below, letting me know that you really love my videos and you want me to keep doing this and quit my day job. I'm not quitting my day job. I have a good day job. Trample saying thank you so much for watching. You guys have a good one.